Hi guys, it's Mark from anypond.com. We're a trusted resource in the UK for ponds and water features, and today this video is about how to clear green water. Certainly green water in the spring is very common because the single cell algae, which is green water, breaks its dormancy first. So how we're going to clear this green pond water is, first of all, we're going to do an exploratory drain and clean. So we're going to remove all of the green water away into holding vats. The reason why we hold all the green water uses up the nutrients in solution. So we'll pump all that out, then we'll get rid of any waste in the bottom of the pond. We'll work out the load on the system. We will also look at the filtration system that keeps it from going green in the first place. It could be that we just add a lot more filtration, as in chemical filtration, UV clarifiers, which is ultraviolet lights. And stick with me, watch what we do with this pond. So we're halfway through the full drain and clean. As you can see, we've removed all of the horrible, thick, dark green sludge on the bottom of the pond. The reason why this pond was green is we found out there wasn't enough chemical filtration, which means UV sterilisation or clarifying. There was 2 filters at the back, which were very small. I think that they were 11 watts or something for a big pond like this. So that's not big enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to put on 2 much bigger filters with a much bigger UV. So 55 watts, and we're actually going to do 2. So that was no way that there's going to be any green water in here. Another reason why the pond was going green was because the filtration was not effective. The pump was next to the middle, and it was only sucking and actually filtering half the pond. So what I've done is this pipe here is a brand new pipe to go onto the old pump, and we're going to put the old pump this end, and then so the pump's going to be furthest away, so it'll actually filter the whole of the pond. So you should have a waterfall one end and a skimmer the other end, or the pump at one end and then the filter return one end. So it's the furthest point. Don't have the pump right next to the outlet, because you're just filtering this bit, you're not filtering the whole of the pond. So that was another reason why this pond went green. We've also got a pump underneath the feature, and what it was actually sat on, it was sat on bricks, and the bricks on the inside was actually stopping waste from being filtered and being moved out. So what I've actually done is I've broken that barricade, so then waste can come around that, so there's no dam, so it won't fill up with sludge, so it can basically come out and the fish will be able to swim all around. And also that there was another feature in this corner, feeding the spitting fish. Now again, that's perfectly fine. It was just basically, it's just for ornamental purposes, not from a filtration point of view. So now we've got all of the water in a holding vat. The reason why we hold all that water is because we can actually filter that water from particles. So when the UVs are working, it clumps all the algae together, and in this particular situation there was a little bit of UV going on, but it was actually settling in the bottom of the pond, this end where there was no circulation. And what we actually do is, when we do a full drain and clean, the outlet of the pumps have got a very fine mesh bag, so it actually filters out any bits of water from the pumps coming through here, and then it discharges through this very fine mesh, so no bits, no particles will go through. Yes, there'll be very small and microscopic algae that goes through, so the pond will still be green when we finish filling the pond back up. And actually the fine sediment actually settles out in the few hours that we have the vat set up. So there's a very fine, like you get in the bottom of a cup of coffee, when you use that mesh to stop the coarse grounds, but you even still have that very fine layer in the bottom of the cup when you finish drinking it. It's exactly the same in a holding system. So we suspend the pumps going down, and then we get rid of that real fine waste on the bottom, and we don't put that back in. So everything's double filtered, and also we've got a big enough vat to hold all of this pond water. The reason why we don't dump all of that water to waste is because that would be a waste of water. Certainly if we filled it full of tap water, that would be sometimes higher phosphates, higher nitrates, and it would turn the pond green anyway. So we're going to put all the goldfish back, white, red, all different colours. So there we go, we're actually finished now. We're going to leave it for 7 to 10 days and it will be crystal clear. Thanks for watching this video on how to clear green pond water. In my next video, it's all about, is green pond water bad for pond fish? So if you're liking what I'm doing, push the like button. If you've got any comments, got any questions, put them in the comments section below, and make sure you subscribe for next week's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.